going out and having fun by yourself and not having to rely on other people. Will I want to read it now? Honestly, probably not. Letter J, can we wear matching outfits? Driving to go to a form of Pilates. Good morning. It's the day before Valentine's Day, so I thought I deserved to have a lovely Valentine's date with myself because I am a big advocate for solo dates and going out and treating yourself and being able to enjoy your own company, just going out and having fun by yourself and not having to rely on other people all the time. I just think in this life, if you can't enjoy your own company, do you really like yourself? Do you know what I mean? I love my own company. I could stay by myself and have a great time for a while. All that to say, we're going to go out and have a lovely solo date today because I deserve it. First on the agenda is I'm actually going to get my hair done. My appointment's at 10. I'm going to get my hair washed, blow dried, and then I'm going to go to King's Cross. Going to grab some lunch, going to grab a sushi dog. I'm gonna have a look around King's Cross, Coal Drops Yard, see if I can find any bookshops, any charity shops, and then I'm going to the cinema this afternoon to see Wuthering Heights. If you know me, you know I'm not a massive film person. I really think people who are obsessed with films are so cool. That's not me. I've got the attention span of a 2-year-old. It's something that I always want to improve, and I always... Oh my god! Are you hearing this? Exposing myself to new and like longer films is something that I always want to do, and then it gets around to it and I'm like, I can't be arsed. Why should any film be over 2 hours? That's the main question. Anyway, I'm going to see Wuthering Heights this afternoon. I do love a solo cinema date. I do love a solo cinema date. So that's basically the day we've got planned. I'm gonna finish my matcha. I've got my breakfast in front of me, I'm gonna eat that, and then I'm gonna head out to my hair appointment. Sat by the canal, it's really nice. It's actually not as busy as I thought it would be considering it's lunchtime in King's Cross. The time is 1:39 and my film is at 3:40, so I've literally got 2 hours. So I don't know what to do. I could go home, but if I go home though, I'm gonna have to probably be at home for 45 minutes and then go out again. I don't really know what to do. I'm thinking what I could do for the next like 20 minutes is get out my book, try and read a few pages. The only problem is I am not someone who can sit in public and read purely because my focus is everywhere but the book. I love people watching. If I hear a conversation, I'm gonna have to listen in. If I see, like literally, I could sit here all day and just people watch. And I mean, I suppose I could just sit here and people watch, but I would quite like to read, but also I don't think I'm gonna be able to read. The only places I can really read are at home in silence or on the train. Oh, also, obviously I got my hair done, and do you know what? They were actually a lot quicker today than they usually are, and I think it's obviously because I've come in the week. Usually if I go on a Saturday, it's absolutely manic in there. I did end up getting a trim. After she blow dried my hair, I was like, do you think I need a trim? Obviously hoping she'd say no. A trim is £15 on top of what I'm already paying, which I just think is extortionate. And she was like, yeah, I think you need a trim. I didn't believe her, so I was like, can you take a picture please, and I'll be the judge. But then when she took the picture I was like, okay, yeah, maybe I do need a trim. And then I swear that was like the longest trim of my life. She just kept cutting, and every time she put the scissors down she put them back up again and she cut more, and I kind of wanted to be like, babe, that's enough. Aww. Those pigeons are like kissing, and I hate pigeons. I hate pigeons, so the fact that I'm saying "are" is quite a big deal. Back home now for quite a few hours. It's 9:45. I'm so tired. That actually was the longest day ever, considering I went out at about 9:15 and I got in at about 7:15, something like that. That was a really long day. Hi, this is Editing Lives. I literally cannot help but think I look like Severus Snape in this entire clip. I actually only ended up buying 2 things while I was out, which is great for the bank account. They're not even in here, one sec. One of them's from Earl of East, which is honestly like kind of boring. Literally just got a little brown crate to put all my journals in. It's one of these crates. It is brown. I don't know if you can tell on the camera because it's quite dark in here. But I thought it would be quite nice to store all my journals in here because I have a growing collection of journals. Maybe I'll go through all my journals. I won't read them, obviously, but I might talk about them and say what journal is what. Like that, how cute. They're not all journals to be fair, but most of them are. Ow! Pull my hair out. Let me talk through my journals. We've got this one. This is the main man. This is my main journal where I pour out my thoughts. All of my journals, preferably no one will ever read. This in particular, oh my god. The way that I just could not be on this earth anymore if someone read my journal, because the invasion of privacy is crazy. This is literally like my brain in a book. If you ever happen to be around mine, I actually swear, if you're my friend and you're ever at mine, if you see this lying around and you ever pick it up and you open it and you read it, I will never talk to you ever again. That's crazy. That is mad. If you ever see this journal while you're at my flat, mind your business. Anyway, then we've got this journal, which is like my content journal. And in here, I just scribble down any ideas that I have, basically just like content ideas. Or sometimes if I've done a vlog and I want to do a voiceover, I'll just like dump my thoughts from the day and that will help me like form a voiceover. This is quite a new one though, to be honest. This is quite a new one though, because I just find that my ideas flow a lot better when I'm putting pen to paper rather than eyes glued to a screen. So that's why we've got this. Okay, this is my reading journal, which I need to get better at filling out actually, but this is just to log all my books in. Then I've got this journal, which has been with me for absolutely years. This isn't really anything in particular. This stems back to, I think, when I was in uni. It's more of a notebook, to be fair, but we have a lot going on here. What's the first thing that's in here? I wish I had dates, because I think this was, oh wait, I do have a date. 20th of January 2019. This is just basically a notebook of so much. The first page is like a brainstorm of, I don't think you're supposed to say brainstorm anymore, are you? Cancelled. Mind map. The word in the middle is gender. I've been an angry feminist from day one. The word in the middle is gender. I don't know what this purpose of this was, but I've mapped off a few things. Males at work always offering to take over roles and asking if I'm okay and need help. I don't need your help. Ew! Quote in quotations, you can just stand there and look pretty. I worked in a pub, so obviously I was angry that a man told me you don't need to do anything, just stand there and look pretty. Basically, this is just a page of me being an angry feminist. My uni projects at uni were largely around gender, race, hair, stuff like that. So, this is gold. Wow, I've got a list that says reasons why I'm so fucking great. Things that make me happy. Aw, that's so cute. Things that make me happy. You've got The Love by Florence and the Machine. I do love that song. Colorism. That's the real deep shit we want to talk about. I did my whole dissertation on colorism, by the way. Fun fact. If you don't know what colorism is, look it up. The law of attraction. The law of attraction again. But anyway, that's what this journal is. We went off on a tangent. This journal is my manifestation journal. I don't actually use this that much, but this is the journal I will use when I'm like scripting. Scripting is when you write out a journal entry or a sentence or whatever, a paragraph, literally as if you have the thing you want. But basically, writing as if, that's what you want to do when you're scripting, so that you're basically tricking your brain into thinking you've already got the thing that you want, and then so you start to act as if you've got the thing that you want. Your brain starts looking for more opportunities to get the things that you want. Things start opening up to you because your brain is looking for those things. That's what this journal's for. This is my like really tiny book that I take out with me. It's in whatever bag I'm taking, just so that if sometimes I just like get a thought, want to write it down. To-do list, write it in here. I'm like, oh, I want to look back on that later, or I want to research this later, or whatever. Put it in here. I'm trying to avoid putting everything into my notes because I never look back into my notes app ever. So let's ditch that. And I'm trying to use this instead. Those are all my journals. And I actually have one more. Where is it? I've got this big one, which isn't so much a journal, but basically I love writing. I've always loved writing ever since I was a little girl. I've loved writing, and I was always writing stories, and I would just love to one day write and publish a novel. I've just always got ideas in my head, and basically this is where I plan all my novel ideas. Yeah, I have a really fun time sometimes before I go to bed, and I don't know if anyone else is like this, but at night, even though I'm a morning person, at night is when all my best ideas come through, and all my creative ideas really come through at night. So I'll be like trying to go to sleep and I have the best idea ever, or the most creative idea ever. Yeah, I need to write it down because I'm not going to remember it in the morning. So yes, if I'm not reading before I go to bed, if I'm not journaling before I go to bed, I will be brainstorming ideas for my thriller novel or whatever. So yeah, draw my journals. And all that to say, I bought a crate from Earl of East. And then the other thing that I got was, I picked up a book in Waterstones, and that book is Minor Detail. This is a Palestinian novel. This is a very, very highly recommended book. Heard this recommended so many times. I've heard it's like one of the best books about Palestine. It sounds like a very important read. As much as I absolutely, and I've said this before and I will say it until the cows come home, I absolutely believe that reading is a great form of escapism. 100%. I love reading. To be fair, I read a lot of thrillers and they're not really very escapist, but I love reading a book where you just don't have to think about any real life. That's great. And books that just make you feel really like comforted and like not a care in the world, of course, like is so good for that, and you can absolutely do that like most of the time. But I just think some form of media you consume needs to be real world. That doesn't have to be books, that can just be news or whatever. I just think everyone needs to be keeping up to date with what is going on in all parts of the world. In this country, in other countries, there's so much stuff going on that doesn't affect us directly, and it's so easy to be like, well, it doesn't affect me, so I can't connect to it. You need to connect to it because there's crazy shit going on. Let's just not be ignorant, you know? Anyway, I'm really tired. I'm probably going to go to bed soon. I might watch a bit of YouTube. I don't know if I'm going to read. I just feel a bit too tired to read, actually. I'm still absolutely loving my book, though. God, this clip is 18 minutes and I hate editing long clips. So I'm going to do myself a favour and I'm going to go. Say goodbye. Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day. I realised last night that I didn't actually speak about the film, I don't think. The film last night, Wuthering Heights, I knew nothing about the story going into it at all. I've never read the book. I assume there's probably other film adaptations, I don't know, but I literally like knew nothing about this story. Oh my god, it was a bit of a roller coaster, wasn't it? Obviously I had no idea where it was going to go, I didn't know how it was going to end. I think something really interesting about this book, or about this story, and what makes it difficult to know like where you stand with it, is like you didn't really know who you were rooting for, to be honest. Obviously at first I was like, yeah, I'm rooting for Heathcliff, and then I was like, wait, he's kind of a psycho. Not a psycho, but he's kind of, do you know what I mean? And yeah, Kathy, she was kind of crazy too. A few observations though. I didn't really like, I think some of the cinematic choices were a bit weird. It was obviously quite like stylized and a little bit modernized, and some of the camera shots were just really weird. Like kept doing these weird zoom ins of random objects, which I just found weird. Like I don't know, it kind of just felt a bit out of place and a bit forced. I don't really know, it just felt a bit like forced to me and maybe didn't fit the film, but maybe just didn't need to be so often, because after a while it was like, oh god, this again. Also, again, I get that it was, I guess, supposed to be a bit more of a stylized, modernized film, but I kind of wish the costume, like some of the costumes were straight out of 2025. Like some of the dresses Kathy was wearing, I was like, this is this is just not from this time period. Surely you did not, like they did not wear that sort of fabric back then. And obviously, yeah, that was intentional. I get that. But I don't know how I feel about that. It kind of jars me a little bit to know that this is set in, when was it set? 1800s? And I don't know, something kind of jars me about that. I guess something kind of just feels odd to me about there being little bits that I like feel quite modern, but like not the whole thing. I don't know. But I thought the performances were really good. Owen Cooper, I don't know what his mother raised him to eat. I don't know what like diet he was fed as a child. I don't know. I don't know. But why is he so talented? And this is like the second role he's been in. And why have 2 of the 2 roles that he's been in like nearly made me cry? Him in Adolescence, obviously like insane. Him in this, to me, he was the standout. He was genuinely the standout performer in this film when he was alongside literally like Margot Robbie. There were 2 occasions where I nearly cried in the cinema. One was 20 minutes in, and it was because of Owen Cooper, and the other one was right at the end, like the final scene. I nearly bawled when the film was ending, and it was because of Owen Cooper. So I don't know how this young boy is so talented. I don't get it, but he was great. Got my matcha, got to eat my breakfast, and Joe and I are going to go to Rough Trade again today. Joe said that apparently Rough Trade are doing like a Valentine's Day date with a record thing. You can go to Rough Trade, they'll have records like in brown paper. You won't know what one you're getting, they'll just say the genre on it. He'd quite like to look at that and buy one of those. I'm not being funny, the weather today, I can't believe what I'm seeing. Blue skies and sun. We've not had weather like this in a long time. It's been horrible and grey and rainy all week, all month, all year. It's been horrible weather, but the sun really said, Valentine's Day, I got you, I got you. And it's so nice that Valentine's Day is on a Saturday. I feel like it is always in the week and you're never able to do anything because you're working and you just have like a little meal after work. It's so nice that it's on a Saturday and we get the whole day to go on a little date. I'm gonna drink my matcha, eat my breakfast. I think I'm gonna edit my YouTube video as well. Anyway, see you in a bit. Okay, this is the outfit This is the outfit I'm going for today. I actually intentionally wanted to match Joe. I said to Joe, can we wear matching outfits?
While you vlog, I'll just make the bed. I'll do domesticated stuff, shall I?
Yeah, it's your job to make the bed today because you got out of bed last.
No, I didn't.
Shut up, yeah you did. Anyway, this cardi, which is probably ASOS. These jeans, I freaking love these jeans, but they are a bit awkward because they're obviously just actually massive for me, and like, you know, when the crotch is like really low. I've had to kind of roll them over, which kind of doesn't look good, but I also don't really care. Cute, and then I'll probably put my Adidas, my green and cream Adidas Gazelles, a leather jacket, and yeah, I've got these sunnies on my head. I don't know how well my hair's gonna last, so I'll bring a claw clip with me, bring a hairband with me. Do I have earrings in? No. What earrings shall I wear? I got these hoops for Christmas. I've been really loving wearing those recently. But it is actually 2 degrees outside right now, and it's only going to reach 6 degrees today.
Wow.
Which is just...
crazy.
I agree, pretty crazy. My hair looks so cute today, what the hell? Praying it stays like this for as long as possible. Especially with the sunglasses up, but this is the sunglasses on. I really like these sunglasses. They're kind of extra. I haven't put any makeup on today. I'm just not really in my makeup era at the moment. Can't be arsed. Don't know where my lip balm is. That's a problem. Also very spotty at the moment. And I've got a moustache. It's fine. It's fine. We've each bought a vinyl each, which I'll show when we get back. But basically we have come in for the blind date thing and they were running low, so we asked, are you going to do any more blind date records? So they're just putting some together now and we're waiting for them to have more on display, and then we're going to get a blind date record and listen to it when we get back. Are we going to wait till we get back to open it? Yeah, open it when we get back, so it's going to be a surprise. We're not going to know what it is. Yeah, happy that I bought my second vinyl, one that I really wanted, one that Joe also really wanted, but I got in there before him.
I'm still gonna buy it.
That's fine, you can buy it. Home from being out. It's so cold out there. We just got food at Spitalfields, which was good. Had a pizza. Anyway, decided to come home. I need to make a big cup of tea. Joey's making fun of me off camera. Need to make a big cup of tea, but oh wait, I bought a couple of things actually. I already mentioned that I got this vinyl, which is Stevie Wonder Inner Visions. So I'm gonna put that on in a bit.
My one comes first, remember?
Okay, Joe got Bad Bunny. Should I show it? Joe is now obsessed with, yeah you are, with Bad Bunny since he won a Grammy and he did the Super Bowl. And Joe's now, what's the front?
That's the front, the chairs at the front.
Bad Bunny's album, what's it called?
The label.
Joe got that. And then we also, well, Joe got one of the blind date records. So we don't know what this is, but the genre is R&B. And they put like a little clue sort of thing on the front. So it says, happy, sad, in love or not. This is a beautiful work of art to listen to every day. What could it be? I was wondering if these are clues. I don't think they are though.
No, they're just newspaper clips.
But they're all about music. But they actually ended up giving us a discount anyway, or giving Joe a discount. And then we went to Flying Tiger and I just bought some photo frames because this flat literally has zero evidence of me and Joe living together because we have no photos of us anywhere. And to be honest, I've been spending, since we've lived here, I've been trying to find some nice frames to put up pictures and I've not really been able to find any nice frames. So I thought these were £2 and I'd quite like to paint them some fun colours. And then I've got this big one as well and they were so cheap, so is that all we got? Anyway, I'm gonna make a cup of tea because I'm freezing. So we've ordered ourselves a Caribbean takeaway as our Valentine's Day dinner. Joe's just gone to go and collect it, so I'm just gonna quickly tidy up the living room a little bit. So it's all nice for us to eat some dinner and we're gonna listen to the Mystery Blind Date vinyl. We've not even opened it yet, we still don't know what it is, but that's what we're gonna listen to while we eat our dinner. I've literally spent the whole afternoon just editing. Trying to edit my YouTube video. I've pretty much finished it, I just need to watch it back. So I've had quite a productive afternoon. I'm also day one of my period, which is starting to, she's starting to test me since the last like hour, but I don't think this takeaway is going to make me feel any better. However, sometimes you just need a Caribbean takeaway. So that's what we're doing tonight. We've opened the mystery, what's it called? Blind Date mystery record, and it's Solange. And Joe doesn't have this one.
Nope.
So, perfect. We're going to listen to that while we eat our takeaway. Playing this game called It Takes Two on the PlayStation, which we've played a couple times before. I am not a massive fan, to be honest. I'm not a massive fan. Joe's enjoying it though, so we're gonna play some now. What the hell is going on?
You gotta jump over here.
This isn't where we left off.
Yeah, it is.
What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to get on that thing?
Fuck's sake. Oh my god.
You said don't get hit, so I jumped. Well, I'm gonna get hit now. See? See? Your advice got me killed. Look, there's a bridge right there.
Yeah, but you can't.
Yeah, so you could get to the other side.
I'm on the other side. Oh. I am on the other side.
What the hell?
Basically, you've got to do everything super speedy.
Oh.
Okay?
Let's play this game, he said. It'll be fun, he said.
It is fun.
Oh, well. I'm not gonna make it. You're gonna blame me, I suppose.
Yes. You've done about 45 times compared to my one. Second time. First try.
Hello, good morning. What a contrast the weather is today from yesterday. It's literally pouring with rain. Yesterday was beautiful. So back to normality. Love that. So what is the time? It's 8:59. I need to leave in around about 55 minutes. I need to fill up my car, then I need to pick up my friend Imani, and then we're driving to go to Reformer Pilates. I was very kindly invited for me and a friend to go to a Pilates studio in Bermondsey, which is a very long way from me. I say long way, it's South London, and I'm like northeast. I am like newly in love with Pilates. My friend has really wanted to try Reformer, so perfect. And actually, she was already supposed to be coming round today. We have monthly manifestation sessions, and that was supposed to be happening today. So we already had each other scheduled into the calendar, so literally perfect. So it's gonna be like a little galentines Pilates day. Anyway, Joe is out because his friends are doing, I think they're doing a 10k run somewhere. I don't know what run it is actually, but there's some sort of 10k happening in London today. The weather is shit for it. I would be absolutely gutted if I was running that today, knowing how nice the weather was yesterday. I'd be really bitter about it, but I hope you guys are having fun. I had such a late night last night, but it was kind of valid, to be honest. Like, was editing my TikTok that I posted this morning, and then I was finishing editing my YouTube video, making my thumbnail, and all these things that you don't even realise how long they end up taking. I went to bed, or like left the living room, I was like, I'm gonna just get my stuff done at like 8, and I didn't go to sleep until midnight. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to just breathe, relax, eat my breakfast for the next 45-50 minutes before I head out to pick up my friend. While I've got a little bit of time before I go out, I'm going to listen to my new vinyl for the first time. Didn't get a chance to listen to it yesterday because Joe was hogging the record player and he wanted to play all his new vinyls, so I didn't get to play mine. So I'm gonna play mine now. I'm having the time of my life, listening to a bit of Stevie, eating my breakfast, drinking my matcha. My favourite song is the next song. actually just been writing up a little like quick journal entry kind of, because I decided that now that I'm collecting vinyls, I think it would be really nice if I basically wrote a little, like wrote the date I bought it and wrote a little like summary of that day, and put it inside of the album, and then I can like kind of remember what we did that day, kind of like all the sort of memories surrounding purchasing the album. So I've just written up this one, and I'm going to write up one for the first album I bought. Probably not now though, because I don't really have time. I kind of need to figure out where's a good place to put it though. I might fold it up. Do you hear this rain?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Perfect.
Finished record.
She said she was coming. Her front door is still closed. How long have I been here? Yeah, that's right. My car's gone into power saving mode. Oh, there she is.
Hello, darling. Oh! How are we?
I'm good.
You know what my mum said?
What?
It's just like Olivia waiting for you.
Yeah, nothing's changed.
I don't even know where Bermondsey is. I just like...
It's south.
Oh, proper south?
No, it's not proper south. It's like
outskirts.
it's like just below the river. Pilates done. How was your first ever Pilates class, Marnie?
I had a good time. I would definitely go back. I would need it to be longer.
Yeah, it was short.
It was quite short.
Although
it felt short.
It felt short. I kind of feel like because it was raining, they maybe wanted to go home.
Low-key.
And I hear it. Who wants to work on a Sunday?
Did you get it?
No, but overall it was good, and the instructor was really nice.
Yeah, she was really nice.
The content girl was really nice. And it was just us two in the class.
Yeah.
It was literally a private class.
And we're both filming. Yeah, it felt really nice.
But it wasn't like the most intense workout I've ever had. But it was also a beginner class. And it was also more to like get yourself used to the thing rather than like anything else.
Yeah. It was a good beginner class.
Good intro. It's Sunday evening now, and I'm just about to start getting ready for bed. Going to twist up my hair, brush my teeth, do some skincare, and it's the end of the weekend. Every now and again, you need to book off a Friday and extend your weekend. It is just a big fat must. But, oh my gosh, I'm not being funny, but how gorgeous does my hair look? If I do say so myself, and I do say so myself, she looks stunning. I'm thinking I might get a blow dry every 6 weeks, and then maybe every other time I get a trim. So I'm just like, are you joking? I don't know, maybe I just need to find out what blow dryers they use, because the hairdryer I own cannot do this. Quite gutted, because the moment I go for a run in the rain, this isn't going to look like this anymore, which is a real shame. I'd like it to last at least a week, but if I run in the rain, it is gonna do its thing and revert, which is fine, but you know, I just paid money for this. I'm going on a run in the morning, so I think I'll just do 2 braids for bed today. Anyway, I'm just gonna round off the vlog. Thank you for watching. I really enjoyed this weekend. And oh my gosh, look at it all brushed out. Fantastic. I love her. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm gonna get ready for bed. I'm gonna read my book, and yeah, I will see you next weekend. Bye.